What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, where today we are talking about some post-rotation stuff here. We do have some results from City Leagues in Japan, and the results are a little surprising. So here we have all the championship points that have been awarded to decks from January 24th through January 27th, based on City Leagues, which are basically just Japan's League Cups. Shout out to Joe Omnipoke for doing all this work. Dude does great work. Definitely follow him on socials. We'll put a link to his Twitter down in the description of the video. But honestly, just the dude did all the data work here, so shout out to him for making everyone's life a little easier when we try to understand the post-rotation stuff, what's going to be good, what's not going to be good, things like that. So obviously, looking at the list here, far and away the front runner is Raging Bolt, a deck very near and dear to my heart, with 2,495 championship points being awarded. And honestly, I'm not surprised at all. Bolt, I think pretty much since the release of the Teal Mask Ogerpon and the Twilight Masquerade expansion, has been an absolute powerhouse in the standard format. And I think the deck is just too strong to die at this point. Basically, I think the decks have pretty much been just relying on the Noctowl engine, Fan Rotom, and Area Zero Underdepths to really just power up those Raging Bolt attacks. I think this, in my own personal post-rotation testing, has looked really, really, really strong, and I'm not shocked at all that this is the top deck. One of the bigger surprises we have here is all three of the new trainer archetypes coming out, with Enzorark, Lily's Clefairy. Oh, I'm gonna rerun that one. Come on, featuring Enzorark, Lily's Clefairy. One of the more, oh my god, I'm gonna get it. One of the bigger surprises is the decks that aren't doing so well. With all the new trainer Pokemon coming out in Journey Together, we have Enzora getting only 204 championship points, Lily's Clefairy only getting 157 championship points, and the Iono's Bellibolt only getting 107 championship points. This one is a little surprising. These were super hyped archetypes coming into the standard format, with the trainer Pokemon returning for the first time in a very long time. They're kind of falling flat so far in the standard format. Honestly, I don't think this is something that will long-term be sustainable. Obviously, if Bolt's really good, Bolt is a deck people are going to counter. Maybe they counter that with Enzorark, Lily's Clefairy, even the Hop decks being very similar to the Buzzrock archetype that was very popular in the Sun and Moon format back in 2017, 2018. And even parts of 2019 before the tag team Pokemon came out. The one thing worth mentioning here as well is that the Archaludon builds are also including the Hop builds, so we don't really have a good recollection if those are more Archaludon builds that are also using Hop cards, or if those are more two separate archetypes. But I would say based on the data here, they're probably using that as a combo, Archaludon being very strong, doing a base of 220, and then Hop having all the different ways to buff the damage of the Archaludon to hit those big numbers you need to hit. I think Archaludon's a really strong deck in the standard format and Journey Together. We also have Dragapult, Charizard also being very popular, which I think everyone expects. Everyone expected that in the standard format, we would see Dragapult, Bolt, and Charizard surviving rotation. Everything else having a lot more difficulty, Archaludon doing well. One of the big surprises here, for me at least, is seeing Gardevoir kind of still surviving, living in that B tier with 418 championship points so far. And this is one that kind of surprised me. I think with Kirlia rotating, it makes this deck have to work a lot harder. They don't have that refinement ability that kind of serves a lot of purposes, right? It discards the psychic energy from your hand, also lets you draw cards, building that hand, digging through your deck faster, find those other pieces to take big knockouts with the Gardevoir Psychic Embrace ability, powering up big Drifloon, Screamtail, all these big attacks done by the one prize Pokemon, creating really awkward scenarios for your opponent. Another interesting deck worth mentioning is the Melodic Walls deck that has come out of Japan. Obviously the Melodic being able to block your opponents from removing cards from play into their hand, turning off Professor Turo, turning off Penny, really making it a lot more difficult for those Archaludon decks to just loop their attacks the way they're really able to do right now with Turo. I think as this format develops more and we get more time with the cards, as Japan gets more time with the cards, I do see the trainer Pokemon being really good naturally. I think they're going to find their right partners, they're going to find the right ways to play the deck, and we're going to see those decks, I think, definitely creep up more into the A tier, B tier of these lists. But as of right now, this is all the data we kind of have to go with. So let me know in the comments down below, are there any decks you're excited about playing in the post-rotation format? Do you think this list is right? Do you think this list is wrong? Let me know down below, and I appreciate you watching today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and check me out on Twitch. I stream at least 3 times a week playing Pokemon every single time. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.